You probably already know this, but I want to talk about it for a second. The new artist that's coming up, that's becoming more and more and more popular, is the artist that is a producer also. Producers are breaking out of their producing role and becoming the artist because producers usually hold most of the control in the artistic expression of a song. Sometimes the singers become sort of, I hate to say this, but sort of the puppets of a producer. A producer is sort of he's pulling all the strings. He's hiring the songwriter he needs. He's hiring the musicians he needs for the solo parts. He's hiring the vocalists he needs. He's collaborating these things together and creating the song some kick-ass songs that oftentimes a singer-songwriter wouldn't be able to do on their own. You know, the old school way of doing it is back in the Elvis days, a singer would sing and play the guitar and they'd write and sing the song. And then they'd find a producer and they'd get some guys together to play the instruments, and they'd all pour into the studio, and a producer would just record them. And the producer didn't really have a whole lot of say in the creative control of the song. And then after they're finished producing it, the producer would either mix and master it himself, or that would go to another stage, and mastering kind of became its own entity after a while. But things are changing, and they're changing very rapidly. And a lot of that's because technology has changed. The accessibility of great software and programs like the DAWs that we're using, and the plugins and the emulators of incredible hardware that used to be extremely expensive to get your hands on is now very, very accessible. And you're getting people starting to record amazing things from their laptops. One of the producers I follow is a guy named Alex DeKid. He's the producer for Imagine Dragons. He's done a lot of stuff for Eminem. Amazing producer. And he says, he plays around. I think he uses Logic. And it's like Fruity Loops. It's one of the kind of more obscure DAWs. And he'll sit there and come up with a beat and start creating a song on his laptop on the plane on the way to another city. And he gets there, and he's not worried about getting incredible musicians yet in his production. He's just constructing the song. He's outlining it. It's like an architect kind of creating a building and framing it out on page. And then when you're ready to record, then you know where to put all the pieces because you've already kind of constructed that. You can do so much of this on a laptop with your software before you ever hit the mic, before you ever invite a singer or a guitarist or violinist into your studio space. A lot of big producers are coming up and becoming artists. Look at the Chainsmokers, David Guetta, will.i.am, Kanye West, Lord, the Highfields, Calvin Harris. There's a lot more. In fact, I'm going to create a list. I'd love for you guys to add to it of producers that are also artists, or artists who became producers and to produce their own stuff. The amount of creative control that comes with being able to be in the producing seat is remarkable. I don't even know what to say to that. But it's huge. It's huge. And to not have to look for a producer, to not have to constantly be searching for a producer that gets you, that's got you, that can, really take your vision to the next level. Yes, would it be awesome to find a producer to do that? Sure. It means less work for me. Unfortunately, if you want to move forward, if you want to build momentum in your artist career, becoming a producer and pushing yourself into the producing role is going to help you tenfold. Even if you use another producer at some point, to be able to speak their language and tell them what you want and come to them with already pre-recorded tracks and grooves and vibe already created is going to send you, I'm not kidding you, it's going to make you so much better as an artist. You're going to be able to get music out there, get it finished so much faster. So I want you to consider that. I want you to start thinking about producers that are artists that are producers, and thinking about this new form of artist that's being developed right now.